So this video, we're gonna go over the pros and cons from buying a new car versus a used car. Coming up next. Welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today. So what today's video is talking about is buying a new car versus a used car, which is gonna be the most beneficial for you. So let's go into a new car. Let's talk about driving a new car, which is, everybody wants a new car because they don't have the new car smell, they look good, no one's driven it, has low miles. It's the best thing for anyone, But there are a lot of cons for buying a new car. Especially the number one con is as soon as you sign that paper, not so much when you drive off the lot. No, when people say when you drive out the lot, you lose equity, your car depreciates. That's a lie. I'm telling you right now, that's a lie. As soon as you sign that loan paper saying, yes, I am the new owner of this car, you just depreciated the car. Most cars depreciate anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000. That's a lot of money right there. And you have to get GAP. If you don't get GAP, you're pretty much, you're playing a big risk. And of course, it's all about driving habits and how far you drive every day. Of course, if you've never been in an accident, it's probably not meant for you. But for the people who drive on the highways a lot, definitely, be something to look into. The third con is going over your car insurance. When you buy a new car insurance is going to be on there. Car insurance is way more expensive than buying a used car because all the parts are still very expensive. The way the insurance look at it, they look at it as how much is it going to be to replace all these parts. And that's how they figure out your premiums. So the third con I want to talk about is insurance. Now, so the fourth con is has to go on the salespeople. Usually sales companies, car dealership companies, they tend to have a little quota they had to meet. At the end of the day, we all know salesmen make commission. That's how they get paid. That's how they make their living, is by selling leased cars. You got to understand that you cannot take any offense to that. You're going into a car lot, they're gonna sell you a car. That's why they're there for. It's just like when you call customer service, they're gonna give you the best service possible. Same thing for a car. They're gonna sell you a car. And some dealerships would tend to do special deals. Now, with these special deals, a lot of salesmen tend to push these cars more than others. For instance, let's talk about a Honda Civic. Now, the new Civic's out, so the salesmen are in charge of pushing this car out because their manager or their general manager or their company will say, hey, for every car you sell, we're going to give you an extra bonus. It has to be this car, this color. And guess what? They start pushing these cars out on you, pushing these cars. And it's something you might not be looking for. You might be looking for an SUV, but they're selling you a car. And that's that's the last con, just because you got to know how to say no. And sometimes you gotta know how to walk away. So we talked about the cons. Now let's talk about the pros. So the number one pro of buying a new car, it's a brand new car. It really is. It's a brand new car. No one sat in it. It's brand new. It smells good. Number two is the warranties. The brand new car, usually most makers will give you 100,000 mile warranty, or versus 10 years, whatever comes first. Now, usually these are for more foreign cars, usually like a Toyota, Honda, Lexus, Kias. Usually the American dealerships don't really offer this. They're getting there. They offer some cars that the same warranties, but they're getting there. It's definitely competitive right now. All right, so the third greatest thing about buying a brand new car is the deal. Now, if you play your cards right, you got to go ready to buy a car. Now, you got to go ready. So what I mean ready, you got to be pre-approved for a loan. Because when you get there, they're going to try to suck you into their loan. They get a kickback for any loan they write off. They might say, well, we don't get no money for that. The salesmen don't. They're right. Salesmen don't get any money for it. But the company does. The company usually gets anywhere from 0.5 to a whole percent of interest to them. So think about it. If you get locked in at a 7% interest rate, in reality, you could have been qualified for a 6, and they're actually getting the extra percentage. You might end up paying more. So that's what I'm saying. When you go there, go pre-approved. All right, guys. So that's pretty much all I have here today. So please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.